This is Dr. Michael Lam with Dr. Carrie Lam talking to you about the colostrum and adrenal fatigue. Well, Dr. Carrie, tell us first, what is colostrum for those that don't know?
So colostrum is kind of like liquid gold. It's the first milk that gets let down either from like calves or even humans. So the first breast milk that comes out after you give birth, mothers give birth, that is what we call the colostrum. It is so high in immunoglobulins and things that your baby needs, if it's a human baby or even the calf, and what the calf needs is building its immune system, and through that way it's through the immunoglobulins, which are the fighting cells in the breast milk or in the colostrum.
Yeah, and that's why most babies, they don't get sick for the first 30 days. In fact, if a baby gets sick in the first 30 days, it's considered very serious. Okay?
Right. Fevers are very, very an emergent thing for babies. And immune system for babies actually don't kick up until a few weeks after. And that's why it's so important for babies to actually get that colostrum to build the immunity in its own system. And as it takes time to build immunity.
Yeah. In a adrenal fatigue situation, the colostrum is actually part of the NEM's stress response, governing the inflammatory circuit and immunoglobulin. It plays a big role in that. And nowadays, most of the colostrum actually come from the cow, so to say. It's a bovine source, okay? If you, it is very, very good. It's available in powder or capsules. But its use in adrenal fatigue has to have a special caution.
So what is the use in adrenal fatigue? When you use colostrum, it is to boost your immune system. People with adrenal fatigue might have a very weak immune system and immunity, and they get whether it's viruses very easily, the flu or a common cold. They are very overloaded in their detox system, and so the colostrum is actually a very gentle way of boosting your gut and giving you the immunoglobulins that you need to boost your immune system to help you fight any infections that you might come about.
Yeah, unfortunately, not everybody can tolerate because of its dairy type of source, even though it may not be 100% problematic. For those people who tend to be very sensitive, the dosage is a big difference, okay? So sometimes stronger is not necessarily better. That is one common mistake. People say, well, I want to get the strongest, the most pure. Of course, purity is good, don't get me wrong. But most of the ones nowadays are reputable, in good, pure form. But a strong colostrum is not necessarily applicable or tolerated by a body that's weak. So you have to match the degree of the potency to the body's ability to handle it, to process it, to break it down, to deliver the immunoglobulins, and not only that, to be able to get rid of it. Okay, so these are all things that has to be considered.
Yeah, colostrum is also high in lactoferrin, which is anti-inflammatory, and so that helps the inflammation circuit in your neuroendometabolic stress response system, and that's why it's so good to help with the inflammation in your body also.
Okay, so the take-home lesson is simple. Colostrum is good, but you have to do it right. If you do it wrong, especially if the weaker the body, the more sensitive it is, then it can trigger adrenal crashes because of its too fast a building of a nature, too anabolic, and it's not necessarily good for the body when it's not ready.